Kidney 22 is in the 5th intercostal space, 2 cun lateral from the midline. To find the 2 cun, find the midline, the lateral extremity of the acromion, which is 8 cun, and divide that down to get your 2 cun. Kidney 23 is in the 4th intercostal space, 2 cun lateral from the midline. Kidney 24 is in the 3rd intercostal space, 2 cun lateral from the midline.
Bladder 10 is located 1.3 cun lateral to Do15. It's 4.5 cun from Do15 to the mastoid process. So divide this area into 3 and just come a little closer to the posterior midline. You'll be on the lateral edge of the trapezius muscle. Do16 is located on the posterior midline at the base of the occiput. To find the base of the occiput, palpate down to about 1 cun superior to the posterior hairline. If you rock the head backwards and forwards very gently, you should be able to feel the cleft between the base of the occiput and the spine. Make sure you mark this point directly on the posterior midline. To locate gallbladder 20, palpate up the groove in between the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscles. As you get to the base of the occiput, you will find a nice depression. Gallbladder 20 is in the centre of that depression. Do23 is located on the anterior midline, 1 cun posterior to the anterior hairline. We take the distance between the centre of the glabella and the anterior hairline as being 3 cun. So divide this into 3 to get your 1 cun to move back to locate Do23. Stomach 8 is located directly superior to stomach 6 and stomach 7. So run your finger up in a line from stomach 6 and stomach 7, projecting up onto the corner of the head until you're in a nice depression just superior to the temporalis muscle. Bladder 2 is located in a depression at the medial aspect of the eyebrow. Palpate along the supraorbital margin until you locate a nice dip at the medial end of the eyebrow. That's your bladder 2. Bladder 1 is located 1 fen medial and superior to the inner canthus of the eye. If a person scrunches up their eyes, a nice depression forms here, and that's where you're going to find bladder 1. Large intestine 20 is located in the nasolabial groove, level with the midpoint of the ala nasi. The ala nasi is the nostril, so find the superior border of the nostril, the inferior border of the nostril, hence the midpoint, and come out into the nasolabial groove. Stomach 3 is located inferior to a pupil looking directly forwards, level with the lower border of the ala nasi. To find this point, you need to stand directly in front of the person, have them look forwards, think of a line running through their pupil and coming down, and marking this point on a level with the inferior border of the ala nasi. This point is frequently just lateral to the nasolabial groove. Sanjiao 22 is located in a nice depression about half a sun anterior to the upper root of the ear. To locate stomach 6, palpate the posterior and inferior border of the mandible to find the angle of the mandible where the jaw is changing direction. Come 1 finger breadth superior and anterior to the angle of the mandible. When the person clenches their jaw, the masseter muscle comes up. When they relax, your finger will fall into the nice dip that is stomach 6.
Large intestine 4, you're going to find the length of the second metacarpal bone. So running your finger down, finding the base, making sure that you're not actually on the carpal bones themselves, finding the midpoint of that shaft of bone, coming between the first and second metacarpals, nearer to the second than the first in the muscle.